Well, hello guys. Today, you see in front of me a Marantz 240. That's the power amp, and the preamp is the 3600. You all saw the scorings video I made not that long ago, and I brought it to my house. And then Simon, because I bought it for Simon, and Simon came today to my house to pick some things up from my house, and this thing will leave my house. So I told him, okay, well, let's test the thing out. Let's test the thing out. Bring some special speaker wire with you, because he brought some special speaker wires, and you know, I have to confess, and I think Simon.
Yeah, it's the same for me. It's the same for me.
We are confessing, my friends, we are confessing that yes, there is a huge difference in speaker wires. We discovered that last year I was in your house, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah,
We had some very cheap, shitty cable.
Yeah, but
and a decent
yeah.
quality cable. And it wasn't quite a big difference.
Yeah, so at that moment we knew, okay, there is a big difference. And Crazy Simon bought what brand is it? Van der Hulde?
Van der Nul.
Both, eh?
No, the other one is the same as Translator. But
It is the predecessor from Translator. I have the white connection.
yeah, and the other one is the blue.
You have you bought first the green connections. So later this became Van der Hulde. Yeah. And what kind of
These are silver-plated Nordstone connectors.
they are very expensive.
They aren't very cheap at all. No.
So okay, this is what he bought first. So the green connection. I have the white connection. And then, my friends, this is typical Simon. He was not satisfied. Well, he was satisfied, but he bought the Magnat, the Van der Hulde Magnum. Van der Hulde Magnum. You can read it over here. Yeah. Let me zoom in. Let me try to zoom in for you. It doesn't catch it, but it is Van der Hulde Magnum. Very thick wire, as you can see.
Ridiculous.
And the thing is, he told me, how long ago you bought it? 2 months ago?
Yeah, about.
And he told me, Andrew, you know the sound difference. Even my brother came to my room. He said, what's happening with your sound?
Yeah, because the low end bass was such an increase, it was ridiculous.
Really?
Yeah, I first had the white connection, but then the Van der Hulde version of that. That's the MC 122, which was a difference with the other speaker cables I had, which were no name brand ones you brought for me.
Yeah.
Then I bought the green ones, the green connection, which was an increase, but not huge.
Yeah, a little bit.
It was an increase, but I was like, nah. And then I was able to buy this Van der Hulde. I just did a stupid bit on these cables, and I got it for very cheap. So I did.
We are not going to say what you paid, because people get jealous if they know what you paid.
Yeah, but I was like, if I.
But the normal price 80 euro the meter. 80 euro the meter.
No, 56 euro the meter.
56 euro the
That's
meter.
still stupidly expensive, because you have to buy connectors as well.
So how much meter do you have now?
This is 6 meters in total.
So, okay guys, we tested on my Sansui, because now we have the white connection from Translator connected, because these Van der Hulde Magnums, they do not fit in this amplifier.
They fit in basically no amplifiers. They are stupidly thick.
So, but we tested it on the Sansui. So before we started with this review, we tested it on the Sansui, and the sound difference, my friends, is huge. And I already told Simon, okay Simon, if you can score for me 2 times 3 meters from Van der Hulst Magnum. I also want them. I also want them. I'm a believer.
See, I don't think that.
After how many years our eyes opened?
For me, it's 4 years.
For you, okay. For me, my eyes opened last year, so 9 years.
Yeah.
I always thought this is, snake oil, and okay, either have those Magnum, this from the Van der Hulst Magnum, but yeah, I do not know how his speaker sounds with different speaker cables, so I could never say is the sound of his speakers this good because of the speaker cable, or because of the speakers themselves. Yeah.
Yeah.
You always have that, but you can only know 100% sure if you have them yourself, if you buy them yourself. And Simon, it was not difficult for him to buy them because he bought them very cheap. And
yeah, I was like, if it doesn't make a difference, I can just resell them and get at least my money back.
Yeah.
So it's worth a try, but it's definitely a quiz, but it's completely useless when you use older amplifiers because it just doesn't fit. I just can't make it fit, even with old speakers, it won't fit. You would need banana plugs. And yeah, vintage amplifiers do not have banana plugs, and I'm not the kind of person who likes to change speaker.
Oh, you have to thin the outs.
Yeah, but that's just stupid because then you buy a cable that's especially thick, and then you make it. Yeah, I don't see the point why you would do that.
Yeah.
Because it's only going to be as strong as the speaker's length.
So your Thomas, please. What do you think? You have this thick cable, this Magnum or Van der Hulst Magnum, and they do not fit in your amplifier. Simon say, then I do not use it because
no.
I'm not going to cut the ends, make it thinner so it fits.
Yeah, and I know that there are special connections that you can put on. That's a small wire that you can always, I don't know how they're called, but I had a picture on my phone, but then the wire that is actually put in the amplifier is much, much smaller. And it's a different material because it's mostly copper. And this is completely silver, these cables. So I don't really see the point in doing that. But at some point the white connection is a decent cable that's just good enough. And maybe those red ones are better, but it's nice if you have an amplifier that fits on it. But I wouldn't buy them specifically just because then that.
Well, I still have to.
That's these.
I still have to make my speaker.
Right?
Yeah. The thick cable.
Ridiculous things.
Yeah. I still have to make this speaker cable.
But this is actually a thinner gauge wire than the Van der Hulst is. It just has a very thick mantle on it.
But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to finish this cable, the speaker cable, and then when you find for me this Magnum Van der Hulst Magnum, then I will do a VS test, just test them out and to see. Well, I think already know who will be the winner. But yeah, it's a confession, and I'm not ashamed for it. I mean, you're never too old to learn, my friends. And I think 50% of my viewers believe that there will not be a difference, or the difference is small with those expensive speaker wires. And I'm not saying that every expensive speaker wire will make your speaker sounds better. Yeah.
No, but like I said, it was just the same with the white connection, green connection. There was a difference, but it wasn't extremely huge. It was a small difference.
Yeah.
But and they were
we didn't test that today. We test the green connection between, and I think the green connection is the same as the Jade, Van der Hulst Jade. I think it's the same.
No, it's the same as Van der Hulst D365. Because it's the same diameter.
Okay. Anyway, in the past, when I scored some sets, I had some pretty expensive speaker wires. I had some pretty expensive interconnects, and
like these ones.
Yeah, but these I will not sell. First of all, I don't think I will have more 25 euro the piece, 50 euro the pair. But they're good. They're good.
Yeah.
But one day, Ivor came to my house and he connected his Oyade interconnects, and then a few years ago, and then I was over. Oh my God, the difference. Simon didn't believe. Simon, you didn't believe me.
No, but I still do not believe everything. I do believe that cables can make a difference.
Now you know, not believe, now you know.
Yeah,
you
but I haven't tested all those interconnects things.
But the interconnects also make difference.
Yeah, because I noticed when I put those thick cables on it, the speakers started to resonate in the highs. And because I had those very, very finicky, thin interconnects, you know, the standard ones with the red and the white. And then I put some AudioQuest green cables, a little bit more quality, and it was gone.
The AudioQuest I gave you?
No, I had some green AudioQuest.
I gave you some cables. You
yeah, but I
tested
still have to make. Oh, those with the cloth cables.
I gave you some
Yeah,
cables.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
And interconnects, eh?
Yeah.
Did you test it out?
Yeah, I used them on my DA converter.
Oh, I did.
No, I have no resonance, so I think they're okay.
Okay. But you didn't do a VS test?
No, I haven't.
Okay.
Now, I want to do that when you come to my house. And
Okay.
and then.
Okay.
Because
I will also take these with me.
Yeah, because I don't want
these,
to trust
these are my best interconnects.
Yeah, but I just want to
They're
cover
not
more
special
pair of
ones.
apps, so you can. Yeah, just not only rely on yourself.
Anyway, I asked Simon, okay Simon, if you find 2 times 3 meters for me from this Magnum, this Van der Wel Magnum, I also wonder because I heard the difference and it's fantastic. The sound is fantastic on my Heikos, and so yeah.
Yeah, I now actually like the Heikos.
And you know, I'm not ashamed. I'm not ashamed. And believe me, guys, we were in that 50% before 1 year ago, because we discovered this last year. Eh?
Yeah.
Before 1 year, we were in that 50% group. What say, there's no difference. This is all snake oil, you know, and this is just a. What I'm convinced of is that there are some brands. I'm not gonna say names. What doesn't make a difference? They are expensive, but they do not make a difference. Yes, there are some brands. I'm not gonna say names.
I just did.
Huh?
I just did.
What brand you know?
Monster cable.
Yeah, Monster cable is one of them.
It's just shit.
Yeah.
Total shit.
I gave to Nick. Nick, if you are watching now, I gave you those thick Monster cables. Remember?
Yeah, but it's still better than this hot garbage.
Yeah,
but
it is better. But the price you pay,
yeah, it's too expensive.
it is
for
too
this.
much. I think the black ones I have over there is better than the Monster cable.
Yeah, I have no clue. You should test. But
And but I have to test. But those Magnums, now I understand Iron. Yeah, the guy wasn't crazy after all, huh?
no, he was right, but I still like to say they have some massive drawbacks, and one of them is just that they are way too thick to just put on or connect to any of those older amplifiers, because you just can't get them in.
Mm-hmm.
Even 2.5 millimeters. How much is the gauge is that?
So okay, tell me your cantons.
Oh, that was
Your
amazing
cantons. How
difference.
much in percent? How much did they sound better with these Magnums?
I honestly believe that these cantons on the right amplifier with those cables sound better than your Heikos. I honestly believe that. Because we have heard the cantons back on that Marantz 510 and they sounded amazing, like we have never heard them before.
Really?
Put those, yeah, but you were right here. But and then put them with these cables, I think you have a monster sound at that point.
Yeah.
I think they will sound better.
But they don't fit in the 510.
No,
In the
but they would fit in the Bryson. Because the Bryson has banana flux.
Yeah.
And that Bryson almost sounded the same as that Marantz 510.
Yeah, to be honest, I so regret selling that Bryson.
Get that one back.
I start to score. That ugly brick, that ugly Bryson brick, that 4BST, not even the most newest, you have now the 4BST T2 STT of SST, but the one I had was from 2002 or 2000, early 2000, and I so regret it. I sold it because it was ugly, but that one I want to have back. No, not all 100% sure, but if I can score it, I will score it and I will never resell it.
And I'm also not sure about that. Because I know you.
Yeah, I like selling stuff. Eh?
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, I returned from my holiday last week. I had a fantastic holiday. Only with youngsters. I was the granddaddy. I was the granddaddy because I was the babysitter for my grandchild, and all those youngsters, they play their music, and I have to say, I didn't play my music at all. I let those youngsters play their music, and I discovered so much nice modern music that I was very happy that, those guys almost went out every night to the club, dancing and party. Ibiza is a party island, and I stay home all the time. I went to the restaurants with them. I went on a boat, one day we had 2 boats, and I had a wonderful time. But I did not hear the club music from 2022 in Ibiza, and every year the club music changed. And I was in Ibiza, the first and last time I was there was in 1984 with my previous girlfriend, and we had it was in principle it was the same thing. We went to the same places, not as maybe the places changed, but it was the same thing, going out every night, but if you're 61, I don't even have the power to go. These guys, when I start sleeping, these guys went out, But what I discovered there, my friends, so these guys play their list, their Spotify playlist, and my friends, I discovered so much modern music these guys like. So modern music, club music, what was the name? Mykonos house?
Yeah.
Just Google Mykonos mix. It's not the same what I heard near the swimming pool on my holiday, but it's one of those mixes, Mykonos mix 2022. It is relaxing music, and even give it a try, give it a chance, give it a try. Don't say after 1 minute, no. Let the music play on a good sound system. Let it play, and I'm sure even if you're 55 or 60, you will appreciate that music at a certain moment. It is, even if it is made with a computer, my friends. And I even thought, okay, you know what I'm doing? I'm going to make a live special, to spin that music in that live special, Not sure if I'm going to do that, but
the genre is deep house.
Yeah.
That's what you were listening to.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna call this video
not Marantz
no,
240 to the 600.
I'm gonna call this video
back from holiday.
Is there a difference in speaker wire?
Yeah, you can.
Because that's where this stuff, it will be our next video. I started with this, and we go on with this, but...
You know what should call this? Audio rambling, back from holiday. Because it isn't all about speaker wise, it's about a little bit of everything.
Yeah, so...
That will be a perfect time.
So, I always thought that modern music was nothing but... they had that Bluetooth speaker, a big one, next to the swimming pool, and these guys were on Bluetooth, playing their playlist from Spotify, and everybody had that chance. Not everybody, but we had a few guys who, at a certain moment, they were even not fighting, but this is your last one. It's my turn. Like this. All friends on each other, and there are some very nice songs. I open my phone, put Shazam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Shazam everything.
Okay, this I don't know. Put Shazam. Shazam recognize it. Okay, I have it now.
Can relax.
All new music for me, my friends. New world opened for me. And same like these wires, we tested them out today on this Sansui, and the sound difference is there, my friends. So if you want to make a quick upgrade, you do not have money for expensive speakers, but a quick upgrade for in your sound, what you already have in your house. Try Van der Wel.
Yeah, but these magnums are extremely expensive.
Try to buy them second hand.
Yeah, but then I would just say go for the Van der Wel MC 122. Because they are...
But would you go back now?
Yes, I would, because I told you, they are absolutely shit to mount on all the stuff. If you have an amplifier that has these big speakers that sounds over there,
I would. You know when some guys have this thick hair?
Yeah.
They go to a how you call it?
Barber.
Huh?
Barber.
A barber. They go to a barber, scissors. And they make that hair thinner, with that thin scissor, make it thinner. Yeah, it's the same thing. You can make it thinner on the end. I would make them thinner on the end. He doesn't want it.
No, because...
What would you do? What would you do if you have those thick cables? You heard that sound difference? Would you make them thinner? Because we don't use in our next video will be this Marantz. We don't use these magnums because they don't fit in the Marantz. We use the white interconnects. Decent.
They are decent. Yeah, they are just fine. But like I said, if you have an amplifier that accepts banana plugs or just very thick speaker wires, then sure, go for it. But I don't see the point in buying a very thick speaker wire and then just making it thinner. What's the point in doing that? And you can also just go back to a smaller wire.
What's them over there?
Yeah, they are ridiculous.
Let me zoom in. Hey! Oh my God, they are monsters, my friends. Anyway, this was the video. Not the review, but the review will be because I do not want to mix it. The plan was to start with this and then we start talking about other stuff. So
but we haven't seen each other for a long time.
This was the video talking about speaker wires, and more.
And more.
And thank you for watching this video. And for now I say ciao. And of course, the next video will be what you see in my window now, the Marantz model 240 and 3600. That will then be, I promise you, that will be the next video. Thank you for watching, put a thumbs up, and for now I say
Ciao.
ciao.